Yarana Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita, Jaya Gauranita. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai, Srila Prabhupada Patita Pavana ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande Haribo.
One page of Srila Prabhupada Lamrita just before the class. Oh, person, book Bhagavad from a person Bhagavad. So just one page.
From here?
Approximately one page.
Every time before Bhagavad. Every temple has its some tradition. You have here some tradition, interesting. Prabhupada Lilamrita. Chavri Bazar led to side streets that led to the narrow lanes of... А maybe... Слушай, может, кто-то прочитает? Потому что я буду и так вам говорить.
Where upright metal posts blocked autos and rickshaws from entering. The driver stopped the taxi on an empty road and turned for his payment. Swamiji took his billfold, 40 rupees, At the same 40 rupees he had carried with him on the boat to America in 1965. But the driver took the entire 40 rupees and said he would keep it all just as the just fare. Swamiji protested. The fare should be not even half that. Loudly, they argued back and forth in Hindi. The driver had pocketed the money and would give no change. Swamiji knew that to get a policeman at this hour would be very difficult. Finally, although this had been nothing less than a robbery, Swamiji let the man go. Swamiji and Kirtananda took their luggage and walked the last block up to the door of the Chipwada Radha Krishna temple. It was locked. As they pounded loudly, Swamiji called out for Sri Krishna Pandit until a man came to the door, recognized Bhaktivedanta Swami, and let them in. The man showed them upstairs and unlocked the door to Swamiji's room. Swamiji turned on the light.
Maharaj and one Brahman. Yes, it was not so easy to understand some esoteric thing. Yes, but of course, Lord Brahma the main. And Telegram channel, yes. Нет, наша переписка. Yes. Yes, and we know that Lord Brahma called Hastamala, the god, demigod, who take all universe on his hand like a nut. This is Lord Brahma. He is very great person. This is the highest position in this universe is Lord Brahma. He is the senior demigod in this world, the senior devata in this world. So he sometimes demigods, he is so great devotee that he has direct connection to the Lord. He has direct connection to the Lord Vishnu. So sometimes the devatas, demigods have problems in this universe and they cannot connect with the Lord by themselves, and they came to Lord Brahma and ask, can you please speak with Lord to help us? Then Lord Brahma became meditated on Lord Vishnu and connect and speak with him. Lord Brahma has his own experience speaking with the Lord. He know who is the Lord. But we are speaking about history about Haridas Thakura. It's connected. Yes, this is Haridas Thakura, very beautiful. He was born as Muslim, but he has many signs of Mahapurusha. He was very beautiful. Yeah, and please, next. Yes, Lord Brahma. This is Lord Brahma. Do you know Lord Brahma? Yes. You heard about him. Okay. And next, please. Yes, and the history of coming here, Haridas Thakura, is take long story from Krishna Lila. And one time when Lord Brahma heard about many things about Krishna, that he is God, and he came by himself to the place where was Krishna with his devotees, with his boys and cows. And he looked at Krishna and cannot see the God. He cannot understand, is this a God or not a God? He has doubts because I know he think that I know who is the Lord. I know Lord. He's the very, very great person. He's such great. But this boy Krishna, looks like an ordinary boy, just playing, just eating with his left hand. So in Vedic culture is very, very bad. It's not culture to eat with the left hand, but Krishna eats with left hand. They just playing with cows, with boys. And Lord Brahma understand the God like a very great, like a creator of this world. And look at Krishna and don't understand. He has doubts. His behavior is too strange. He has doubts. Even Lord Brahma has doubts. And you can, next page. Yes, this is picture when demigods, the greatest person in this world who controls this world, they come to Brahma and ask him to meditate and to speak with the Lord Narayana, with Lord Vishnu. So Brahma know who is the Lord, but he was looking at Krishna and don't understand. Next slide. You see, he's convinced. He has doubts. So he think, I will check if this is God. Everybody says this is God, but I don't see this is a God. So he tried to play with the fire. He stole. He think, okay, I will check his reaction. Because as Prabhupada said, one of my favorite quotes of Prabhupada, one's greatness has to be estimated by one's ability to tolerate provoking situations. And it's about us, of course, and also it's about God. Brahma's think, I will check his reaction. I will provoke him. And we will check his greatness. We will check his reaction. We will check what guna he will manifest. Yes, thank you. And he stole the boys, friends of Krishna. He stole cows, and for his it was one moment. He go to Brahmaloka, to his planet, to his world, from one moment. But in this world, how much time left? Past 1 year. Yes, there is stories about one king in past. He want to go with his daughter to the Lord Brahma planet. They have mystical powers, and they can use these things. And they came to Lord Brahma and asked him for some things they need. And Lord Brahma was laughing because he said, while you're coming for me to me, in your world, it passed 1,000 years. Yes. So for Lord Brahma and for covered boy, it was one moment. Then Brahma went to the Brahmaloka and come back, but in earth it passed one year. And the reaction of Krishna was fantastic for Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma, why it said that he had all universe on his hand like a nut, because he know about this universe everything. He know every atom, because he's the creator. He know every thought. He know everything about this world. Like a constructor know everything about his construction. But when he returned, he was shocked, because Krishna because he saw the same picture before he left. He said the same position of Krishna. He saw all cover boys. He saw all cows, and he scanned by his vision of Creator. This everything, it was 100% copy. And he was shocked because nobody in this world can do this. And he was shocked because every atom, everything was copied 100%. He looked at this and was, oh. So, and then Lord Krishna want to give him a lesson, and he проявил. He manifested his forms. Every cow, every boy manifested form of Lord Vishnu. Many forms of Lord Vishnu. This is one of my favorite pictures. Yes. No, before. Yes, and Brahma saw this picture situation. He was shocked. And in Srimad Bhagavatam, we will read now Srimad Bhagavatam. This is introduction. And he was shocked and understand the greatness of God. Krishna manifests his greatness. He manifests that he is a God. So now we read these verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. Where Lord Brahma, what emotion feel Lord Brahma in this moment when he saw Lord Krishna as a God, when he understand this. Yes, this is 10 canto, chapter 13, the end, the last verses. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Yeah. Thank you. One moment. Okay. Do we repeat Sanskrit? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Drishtva tvarena nijadara nato vatirya pritvyam vapu kanakadandam iva bhipatya. Sprishtva chaturmukutakotibir agriyugmam. Natva mudashu sujalair akrita bhishekam. To read whole verse? Okay. Because every temple has its own tradition. I want to follow your tradition. Drishtva tvarena nijadora nato vatirya pritvyam vapu kanakadandam eva bhipatyam. Sprishtva chaturmukutakotipir agrim yugmam. Natva mudashu sujalar akrita bhishekam. Every word? Okay. Drishtva tvarena nijadhora nato vatirya. Ukana kadanda vipatyam. Sprishtva chaturmukutakotipir angri yugmam. Natva mudashu sujalar akrita bhishekam. Drishtva tvarena nijadora nato vatirya. Pritvyam vapu kanakadandam eva bhipatyam. Prishtva chaturmukutta bir angri yugmam. Natva mudashu sujalara krita bhishekam. Any word? What Pablo said? Drishtva, after seeing. Tvarena, with great speed, hastily. Nidja dhoranataha, from his swan carrier. Avatirya, descended. Prithvyam, on the ground. Vapuhu, his body. Kanakadanda iva, like a golden road. Abhipatya, fell down. Spriштva, touching. Chatuhmukutta kotibhi, with the tips of his 4 crowns. Angri yugmam, the 2 lotus feet. Natva, making obeisance. Mutashru sujalaihi, with the water of his tears of joy. Akrita, performed it. Abhishekam, the ceremony of bathing his lotus feet. This is fantastic situation. This is fantastic bhakti manifestation. This is fantastic verse, fantastic lila. Everything fantastic. Translation. After seeing this when Lord Krishna manifest of his thousand form of Vishnu, and every Vishnu was the center of the universe. Everything was gunas, everything manifest. And after seeing this, Lord Brahma hastily got down from his swan carrier, fell down like a golden rod, and touched the lotus feet of Lord Krishna with the tips of the 4 crowns of his heads. Offering his obeisances, he bathed the feet of Krishna with the water of his tears of joy. Lord Brahma bowed down like a stick, and because Lord Brahma's complexion is golden, he appeared to be like a golden stick lying down before Lord Krishna. When one falls down before a superior just like a stick, one's offering of obeisance is called dandavad. Danda means stick, and vad means like a stick. It is not that one should simply say Dandavat. We have, and I saw in different temples, different tradition, or Dandavat, please, in Ukraine, Russian speak all, we have this, please accept my obeisances, поклоны. Obeisances, yes. Please accept. And sometimes senior devotees, where is obeisances? I don't say obeisances. You say, please accept, but there is no obeisances. So this is not, must be some external culture, these things. This is very deep culture of Krishna consciousness, to respect, to show respect, to give our obeisances, to make dandavats, panchavats. This is very deep philosophy, and the Vaishnava etiquette has a deep philosophy. Why we do this? We must do this with understanding, not just only external, some playing role. In that world, we play in role of that roles. Here we play these roles. No, it must become our nature. We must understand what we are doing. So rather one must fall down Thus Brahma fell down, touching his foreheads to the lotus feet of Krishna, and he's crying in ecstasy. He's crying, Lord Brahma crying in ecstasy, is to be regarded as an abhisheka, bathing ceremony, Krishna lotus feet. We can understand what emotion Lord Brahma feels, yes? He who appeared before Brahma as a human child was in fact the absolute truth, Parabrahman. Brahmeti Paramatmiti Bhagavaniti Shabhyate. The Supreme Lord is Narakriti. That is, he resembles a human being. It is not that he is four-armed Chaturbahu. Narayana is Chaturbahu, but the Supreme Personal resembles a human being. This is also confirmed in the Bible, where it is said that man was made in the image of God. Lord Brahma saw that Krishna in his form as covered boy was Parabrahman, the root cause of everything, but was now appearing as a human child, loitering in Vrindavan with a morsel of food in his hand. Astonished, Lord Brahma hastily got down from his one carrier and let his body fall to the earth. Usually the demigods never touch the ground. How you can understand this is Devata, demigod, he don't touch the ground, he don't blinked his eyes, and he has no shadow. If you see such person, he's a demigod. Because maybe some demigods come in your temple, I don't know. While Prabhupada times, while Prabhupada was here, there is few situations when demigods come to the temple, to the program, Lord Brahma, Narada Muni, and others. So, usually but Lord Brahma, voluntarily giving up his prestige as a demigod, bowed down on the ground before Krishna. Although Brahma has one head each direction, he voluntarily brought all his head to the ground and touched Krishna's feet with the tips of his four helmets. Although his intelligence works in every direction, he surrounded everything before the boy Krishna. It is mentioned that Brahma washed the feet of Krishna with his tears. As it said that Krishna consciousness is a school of crying. Real bhakti is about crying for Krishna. And Lord Brahma is our Adiguru, Acharya. He showed the example of that emotions, of that ecstasy. He was crying in joy and in joy. And here the word Sujalai indicates that his tears were purified. As soon as bhakti is present, everything is purified. Sarva bandhi vinirmuktam. Therefore, Brahma's crying was a form of bhakti anubhava, a transformation of transcendental ecstatic love. So we read translation on 2 verse. Rising and falling again, rising and falling again and again. At the lotus feet of Lord Krishna for a long time, Lord Brahma remembered over and over the Lord greatness he had just seen. Without purport, we have no time. Next verse. Then rising very gradually and weeping his 2 eyes, Lord Brahma looked up at Mukunda. Lord Brahma, his head bent low, his mind concentrated, and his body trembling, very humbly began with faltering words to offer praise to Lord Krishna. Yes, and this is the end of 13th chapter. And you know, this is the chapter was translated, the last chapter Prabhupada translated. Next verses, next chapters was translated by his devotees. So the next chapter is all full of praying by Lord Brahma. We can show the picture and meditate on this situation. Yeah. And look at face of Krishna. He was not very interesting. He even don't look in Lord Brahma. In Srimad Bhagavatam said. So, and Brahma offer many different beautiful praise and 14th chapter to Lord Krishna. But our acharyas said another very important detail that is not even in Srimad Bhagavatam. Our acharyas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, said that we will read from Navadvipa Dhamma Mahatmya and connect it with the appearance of Haridas Thakur. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in Navadvipa Dhamma Mahatmya, he fell down at Krishna's feet and begged him for forgiveness because it was an offense to take from Krishna his friends. It's a very big offense. He has some I'm the Lord of this. When Lord Krishna as nobody, because we can imagine, yes, from the highest position in this world, if you have highest position, what encourage you to become a man who has no position, only very deep taste, only. The Vedic Brahmins, the smarter Brahmins, somebody, and we can imagine what
says it was 35 years, but in any case, it was.
extended.
materialistic people. There was Smarta Brahman, Muslims, and Tantrics. And he was enemy of everybody because his influence of people on people was great, and everybody of these three groups in this society envies him. Yes. So his preaching he was very dangerous for him, but he don't mind this. So one time, one man, he was a government from a Muslim government. His name was Ramachandra Khan. You can show next picture. Next. Yes. He was angry, and he was angry that many people left Muslim and become to chant Hare Krishna. So he has a plan. He thought, I will show to everyone that Haridas Thakura is not real Sadhu, is not really saint. So he asked the prostitute, yes, prostitute, that's correct, prostitute, to go to him and to seduce him. Yes, seduce him. This prostitute, she said, I need only 3 days. I have so many sadhus. I have relationships with many sadhus. Sadhus, yes, not real sadhus. She said that I need only 3 days to finish him. So she came to the place where Haridas Thakur was chanting his 300,000 of holy names and began to introduce herself to him and take such poses, said this word that no one can resist. Yes, yes. But Haridas Thakur was very, very humble, very humble. It's interesting that lust can be defeated only with humanity. If we feel lust, that means we have humanity. The lust, we can defeat lust with humanity. And somebody who can tolerate the lust, this is means that he has a humanity, very humanity. And Haridas Thakur has big humanity. And he said to this prostitute, okay, I will do what you want, but I need to finish my rounds. Because I give, I get it?
Wow.
Huh?
Wow.
Wow. Yes, to my spiritual master. and I need to finish. So, look at him, okay, just sit. And she was listening. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, for many, many hours, many, many hours. For one day, okay, she come to next day and say, okay, let's have a relationship, close relationship. But Haridas said, no, I can't because we have next day. This day I also have my rounds to check my rounds. And so this story take 3 days. And while prostitute was hearing the holy names from Haridas Thakur, she was purified. And we can show next picture. This is a very famous story, but one of my favorite stories because it can show what is love to God. Because if we have no love to God, we cannot understand this. But we can, why it is so important to hear about saints, to speak about saints, to read about saints, because from their example, we can be inspired, we can understand what is love to God and have a desire to get this. Because what is love to God that made Lord Brahma came to the earth to become nobody and just live like a nobody, like a sadhu, only to chant Hare Krishna. What is Hare Krishna? What is inside of this Hare Krishna mantra? We can be inspired. We can to inspire to look for something in this Hare Krishna mantra. So this prostitute was purified, and she was begged Haridas Thakur for forgiveness. And Haridas Thakur, you know that it's the etiquette, Vaishnava etiquette, that men cannot be one-on-one with women. All, if we say about brahmachari or like traditional restricted person, renounced person, it's the etiquette. It can't be so. It can't be so. But Haridas Thakur stay there, don't go, because etiquette said, well, with this situation, Haridas Thakur must leave this place, because he cannot be one-on-one with a woman for 3 days and nights. Night is very dangerous to be one-on-one with woman, or man. Yes, but Haridas Thakur was so merciful that he rejected Vaishnava etiquette and stayed there to purify her. And she was purified. She asked for forgiveness, begged for forgiveness, and Haridas Thakur gave her initiation, and she became a great saint person, became a great devotee. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, in the chapter of glory of Haridas Thakur, this story is told. But if we read read more, yeah, we can find another story that Maya came to Haridas Thakur. Maya, this illusory energy by herself, came to Haridas Thakur also as a prostitute. No, she was not a prostitute. She was a beautiful woman, and tried to seduce him again. But Haridas Thakur was initiated her also. And Maya is not a common prostitute. Maya is everything, all illusion come to him, and it not interest. What he feel, what is his Hare Krishna mantra, yes, what his relationship is holding with Krishna, that whole Maya, for all this universe, cannot influence him. And Maya was shocked and asked him initiation, because Maya chant Rama names. She is a wife of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva chant Rama's name. But Maya asked, so can you give me that mantra you chant, because you are so great, I'm so inspiring you. And Haridas Thakur give you initiation. So this is few words about Haridas Thakur glory. As Chaitanya Charitamrita said, the transcendental qualities of Haridas Thakur are innumerable and unfathomable. One may describe a little portion of them, but to count them all is impossible. In the Chaitanya Mangala, Sri Vrindavan Das Thakur has described the attributes of Haridas Thakur to some extent. No one can describe all the qualities of Haridas Thakur. One may say something about them just to purify himself. So that we are doing now. We're hearing about, speaking about Haridas Thakur to purify ourselves. Purified Haridas Thakur, and today we can beg him to have some drop, maybe some drop, not 192 rounds, yes, 60 rounds, 16 rounds with some enthusiasm and some taste. So, Haridas Thakur ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Gaura Nitai ki jai. Thank you for your attention. Sorry for my mistakes. Hare Krishna.
There's a cool question, so.
Somebody got a question?
Thank you for classroom. So you made the point that unless a person is harmful, then you will be affected by lust. So I just wondered if you could expand upon that correlation that your level of humility determines your level of lust. Could you explain what that?
Он спрашивает, может, больше может сказать, какое связь с смирением или вожделением.
I don't use to British accent. I'm just trying to get used. Sorry. It has many different sides. We can speak about it from many sides, but one side I'm just thinking about that humanity. Prabhupada said that humility. So humility. I will improve my English with your help. Humility is зависит.
Depends.
Yes, to depends on Krishna. So humility is the external manifestation of my connection with Krishna. So we can see many humility people, not devotee, like humility, but not real humility. Because real humility, what is humility? I'm not detached to this world. What is humility? Raghunath Prabhu will say bad words about me and about, okay, yes, and it don't influence me. But now it will be influenced. But if I have a humility, it won't influence me. And why it don't influence me? Because I'm not detached to this world. But I cannot be detached from everything. I can be connected with this world or with Krishna world. So humility is an external manifestation of that person has a deep connection with the spiritual world. He lives in spiritual world, and this world he see like a game, like a field to serve, and he is not detached. Like Haridas Thakura, it was fantastic. He was beaten with ropes. Yes, with ropes, with the sticks, for many times. But he was praying for this person who was beaten by. This is humility, but we cannot imitate this humility. This means that he was in Krishna, deep, very deep Krishna consciousness. Inside of him, he was in spiritual world. And he don't feel the pain. Of course, we know that why he didn't feel the pain, because Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu protect him. And why he protect him? Lord Chaitanya Prabhu, when it just begins, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu want to kill everyone with his chakra. But he heard from the heart of Haridas Thakur that he was praying for these people. And Lord Chaitanya Prabhu was don't understand what to do here. He cannot kill because he's pure devotee. Pray for these bad people. And he cannot kill them. So he has one option, to protect, only to protect. So this is our position. Srila Prabhupada pray for us. And this is why we have a chance. Without Srila Prabhupada, we have no any chance. Srila Prabhupada is the center of love, must be the center of our life. and the devotees of Srila Prabhupada, because this is a person like a Haridas Thakura in our life who prayed for us, and we have chance. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will protect us from Maya. So this is one side of humility. That is a deep connection with real connection, not imitation. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Candra, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your attention.